Hello again. Welcome back to Sean GMC Garage and my patch panel work. I'm done chasing pinholes and welding, trying to weld up a pinhole just to have it blow open more and then chase that around. So from talking to my AI consultant, and I don't care what you say, I'm going to use AI. I don't have anybody else to talk to about this, and it hasn't steered me wrong a whole lot. I'm just going to go get some, what is it, metal reinforced filler and just live with it. But I am going to do a little bit here, and I got a mess over here that I'm going to cut out and do as well. So you might as well watch me do that. I think earlier I told you I've never done auto body before, but that was a lie. My very first square body back when I was 16 had a hole here, and I did fiberglass, but it was all wavy and I didn't have any of the proper tools to do it back then. And again, I had no consultant to talk to, but that's what I did. So that's what we're going to do now is we're just going to live with this. I am going to, it's going to be sanded down more and whatnot. That's just rough grinding work. But we'll do this piece, run to town for filler. I do have some filler, but it's not reinforced. And I think I want the reinforced stuff like either fiberglass or metal reinforced stuff for the hole areas. And then we'll fill those in, we'll sand it down, and then use the regular auto body filler for the other stuff. And we'll just go from there. So, thanks for watching.
Lot of work, but it feels so right. Layer by layer, night after night. Turn the music louder, let the sand and dust fly. There's a mountain left to finish, but I'm riding on a high, because the curve is getting cleaner and the edge is looking straight. I can finally see the progress under every little scrape. Spread it thin and pull it smooth, work it while it's soft. Try to leave just what I need and scrape the extra off. Wait until it hardens, then the sanding starts again. Every stroke is moving forward, every pass becomes a win. I'm not rushing to the finish, I'm just learning as I go. Finding highs and finding low spots with every guide coach show. There's a rhythm to the process, there's a feel I'm starting to find, and I'm slowly bringing order to the dance I left behind. Layer by layer, line by line, this soul body's coming back in time. A little dust never killed the drive. We're making this old GMC come alive. Build it up and sand it down. Watch that shape come back around. It's a lot of work, but it feels so right. Layer by layer.
Okay, I think that ends our adventure in welding. So next up, well, you see I got it in here. There's some light showing through, but I think I'm getting kind of thin there, so I am just going to leave that. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I am very uneven all over the place, so let's see how my drywalling experience will turn out on auto body experience. So what we'll do next is I got a bunch of more rivet holes down the side there, but rather than try to weld them up and blow bigger holes, I think I'm just gonna sand around them and just put a little bit of body filler in just to do it. So I got to keep on telling myself this is a practice truck. It's just to get on the road. It's not a show truck. Okay, so I've stripped the paint off with one of these stripping wheels. Next, we're going to run over it with 80 grit to get some teeth into it that the filler will hopefully adhere to. So let's give that a try.
Then I opened up the lightweight, mixed another batch just right. Laid it over part of one old fender near the end of the night. Smooth and easy, thin and clean, a softer finish coat. Another step towards straight and solid, and that feeling keeps me going. There's still sanding in my future, there's still filler left to spread. There'll be dust inside my pockets, there'll be dust inside my bed. There'll be dust across the workbench, there'll be dust throughout the shop. But when I see that fender changing, I don't want the work to stop, because the truck is slowly showing what I knew was underneath. Past the rust and no repairs, past the trouble and the grief. Every hour that I give it, every aching hand and arm brings another little victory back into this old truck's charm. Layer by layer, line by line, this old body's coming back in time. A little dust never killed the drive. We're making this old GMC come alive. Build it up and sand it down. Watch that shape come back around. It's a lot of work, but it feels so right. Layer by layer, night after night. Oh, the progress keeps me moving, and the shape is looking strong.
Hello again. Just another day. We're gonna give the filler a try. I want to fill all my welds with some metal reinforced filler. I just picked this up from Princess Auto. Just because of all my pinholes and just my welding in general. So we're gonna fill it with the metal reinforced filler before going to the other stuff that I picked up to fill in all the waves and stuff. So we'll see what this does. First we gotta clean, then I will mix this up and put it on.
In my future, there's still filler left to spread. There'll be dust inside my pockets. There'll be dust inside my bed. There'll be dust across the workbench. There'll be dust throughout the shop. But when I see that fender changing, I don't want the work to stop. Because the truck is slowly showing what I knew was underneath. Past the rust and no repairs, past the trouble and the grief. Every hour that I give it, every aching hand and arm brings another little victory back into this old truck's charm. Layer by layer, line by line, this old body's coming back in time. A little dust never killed the drive. We're making this old GMC come alive. Build it up and sand it down. Watch that shape come back around. It's a lot of work, but it feels so right. Layer by layer, night after night. Oh, the progress keeps me moving, and the shape is looking strong. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been planning all along. Bought the tools and bought the paper. Now I'm finally putting them through. Every block and every sanding sheet is doing what it's meant to do. No, it isn't quick or easy, and it sure ain't always clean. But the truck inside my head is turning slowly into something seen. I'm tired, but I'm smiling, and I'm proud of what I've done. Because every little finished patch means another battle won. Layer by layer, line by line, this old body's coming back in time. A little dust never killed the drive. We're making this old GMC come alive. Build it up and sand it down. Watch that shape come back around. It's a lot of work, but it feels so right. Layer by layer, night after night. Oh, I've been stacking up the boxes for 6 long months or more. Sandpaper blocks and sanding tools keep showing at the door. Every grit from rough to smooth, every shape and
Okay, progress check-in. I've filled in with the metal filler over top of the weld. I took a DA sander to it and ground it down flatter. It feels fairly flat here, but unfortunately it feels really flat here. I'm afraid I might lose this body line here. It doesn't come out flare out enough. It's pretty flat there. I don't know. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put some filler along here, build this up so I do get it. I'm just worried that it'll look too flat once I get some kind of paint on it, some kind of color covering on it. So I'm going to attempt to build that up just a little bit with the metal filler before I start using the lightweight filler. We'll see what happens. And then we will do the lightweight filler over the whole thing and block sand it. Now over the past few months watching auto body YouTube videos, I've ordered a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go and show you all my sanding paraphernalia that I've ordered over the last little while, and you'll see how crazy I am. So follow me over to the front of the truck. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with, okay, so with the DA sander that I got a while ago, I just put it to use, but so I had ordered, what did I order first? I ordered some sanding, round sanding paper that is a sticky back. And it was a 5-inch diameter pad. And the DA sander I got came with a 6-inch sticky pad. So I needed to order some different, what do you want to call them, pads, 5-inch pads for the DA. So I ordered 5-inch pads for the DA. And while I did that, I also ordered some 6-inch Velcro pads. So in theory, I can order 5 or 6-inch sanding paper discs in either Velcro or sticky back and be covered on the DA. And that will also cover me for all the sanding discs that I had for some woodworking stuff. I've got both 5 and 6-inch various grits. I should say this is 80 grit, the first roll that I ordered. I will probably order more of different grits, but I figured I'd burn through those other ones first. So that's the DA, and then I've also got an orbital Velcro sander that will also use the discs. This is a 6-inch one. So that will take the discs. And then I ordered some hand sanding blocks that take the discs. This one's a Velcro. And this is also a 6-inch. And that one is a 6-inch that will take the Velcro as well. Then I ordered a Velcro pad that can turn these Velcros into a sticky back. So that can either go on that or on this sanding block, the sticky back paper. And then while I was doing that, I 3D printed some sanding blocks for the sanding discs. So I've got a 5-inch, and this one, this is just for, well, it could do sticky or Velcro. It'll just pinch in there. So probably just the sticky back ones I'll use on that. I also printed one more bottom for the 6-inch one. That one I can probably throw, which leads me to my next purchase, is just some Velcro that I can apply to that, and then have Velcro backs. What else? We got, this one's just a Princess Auto sanding block that I can just use the paper, the regular sheets of sanding paper. Let's see, what else? So I got, oh yeah. So also in the lines with the discs is I've got some soft foam Velcro ones that I can, to the DA or the orbital or the hand sander. It will be Velcro, and then Velcro pads can go to it, and it's a softer pad that will go to the contours a little bit better. That was a 4-pack, so I got that pack. Then let's go. What's in this box? We got 180 grit, Velcro back, 6-inch pads. So we can use them. I have 180 grit sticky back sandpaper for these hard foam sanding blocks I got. So there's a round one for doing rounded contours, a small one, a couple little flexible ones, a longer block. I got a longer block already queued up for when I get the thing, and then a short little, it's like the paint stick size. That one is ready to go. I ordered some metal scrapers for applying the filler, and then I also ordered a couple of hand brooms for cleaning off the sandpaper as I'm going so it doesn't get clogged up. I think that's it. A little crazy. Oh, and also this other thing just came today too. So I did pick up a pallet for mixing my filler, just a plastic one, but this one is a pad of paper that you just rip off and throw away and you don't have to clean it. So I will give those a try too. Yeah, so let's get to it. Let's mix up some Bondo and see if we can't fix that fender lip.
The lights come on in the garage. The radio starts to play.
Okay, I think that's it for this video. I'm pretty happy with how this is coming along. I got a low spot here, a little ripply there. I'll cover some, throw some more filler on it and keep coming around to the back. So another order, I think I'm going to get the 2.5-inch sticky back roll, the one that goes on these. I think I'm going to order some 80 grit. 180 is just taking a while. I think 80 will cut through the really rough stuff quicker. And why not make another Amazon order? So that is going to be, I'll order it tonight and it'll be in the next video. I don't know when the next video will be, but this was a good night. I think I like how it could have been a little bit better, but rather than keep putting it on and taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, I'm going to live with it. I think I've got a crease enough that will show through some paint. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching.